Here at TGS Workshops, our team of skilled mechanics turn some of Toyota's most popular vehicle models into some of the most robust and utilitarian conversions on the planet. I'm Patrick Murphy, and this is TGS Conversions. We've seen how the coaster bus could be converted into a mobile clinic in a previous upload, but today we'll be taking a look at the prison coaster. So sit back as I take you through the process from the build to the final product to see just how this coaster was transformed into this behemoth conversion. Before we get into it, our channel just hit 12.5 million all-time views. I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone who supported the channel over the past few years. That being said, I've noticed that over 90% of our viewers aren't currently subscribed to our channel. So if you like the content and would like to see more of it, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a future upload. We got an order from a client saying they'd like a converted coaster to be used for prison transportation, so our product development team needed to come up with a design where the cabin was made separate from the rest of the bus. They also needed the bus to be secure in case of a possible riot, so they had to think about how to provide security to the external windows and also to the rear of the vehicle, seeing as there is available access to the cabin from the rear. Easier said than done. Using CAD and certain 3D rendering programs, our team can sketch out their plans for the design of the vehicle, and using in-depth visuals, our fabrication department is able to bring these pieces to life. Here's a few examples of some of the designs our team has created for the coaster itself. We look forward to bringing these to life in future uploads. So for this conversion, they've decided to create external caging to protect the windows in the bus. This helps ensure that if there was ever a riot and windows were broken, the prisoners would still be contained. Further security measures include a thick sheet of protective metal covering the rear door. This prevents any sort of escape and makes it so that the rear space, which can be accessed from the boot, can still be used for utility storage purposes. They also need to install new seats for the passengers that are more robust to avoid the possibility of vandalization. There's also the addition of reinforced chain rings. To prepare the bus for all these changes, they must first remove the seats, remove the flooring, and remove some of the paneling, so that they can start to make the technological adjustments needed to ensure the vehicle is fit for purpose. Certain adjustments need to be made from beneath the chassis to secure the new seating, so the vehicle is lifted and our team of mechanics and welders are able to get a start on things. For this order, the client requested 19 seats for passengers, but as standard, our layout has 16 seats to better the passenger ergonomics. So we have 19 seats for passengers with a locking partition, then a further 5 seats situated up front. The sliding partition is certainly one of the most important parts on the conversion on the interior. This would ensure that the security sat at the front would be kept safe and apart from the prisoners being transported. Other security features that are to be implemented internally are the inside lock for the coaster bus door, the steel bars along the sides of the passenger or cargo area, as well as the thick metal sheet covering the rear door as I mentioned earlier. The vehicle battery is also repositioned to allow easy access within the driver compartment, same for the fuse box. The sliding partition has perspex glass to allow the prison guards to watch the prisoners. The configuration also allows for 2 rear-facing prison guards. It's almost time to get a look at the outside of the vehicle, but first, one very important part which I haven't spoke about is the engine. The coaster bus uses Toyota's famous 1HZ engine. This 4.2 litre diesel is the same engine used in the 70 series range. With a manual transmission, this powertrain is recognised for its longevity and capacity to operate on less refined fuels, an essential attribute in isolated locations. On the outside of the vehicle, they've added window and light protection grills and a front bull bar to keep the vehicle secure when transporting detainees between facilities. They've also added LED light beacons to the top of the vehicle which connect to the siren to ensure that oncoming cars are alert to the fact that the vehicle is carrying prisoners and will need to pass in the event of an emergency. The vehicle features a few different custom decals, with a thick orange strip on either side, as well as hazard and reflective stickers on the rear of the vehicle. This will add extra visibility when travelling at night. So let's get a good look at the outside of the vehicle. As you can see, the workshop team have truly outdone themselves with this one. Now as we bring this transformation to a close, let's have a quick recap of all the features on this great conversion. Window and light protection grills, front bull bar and snorkel, custom decals and reflective stickers, LED light beacons with a switch on the dash, a PA and a siren, repositioned vehicle battery and fuse box, interior lighting in cabin and cargo areas, new seating with reinforced chain rings, sliding partition with perspex glass, inside lock for the coaster bus door, steel bars protecting the windows from inside, a thick sheet of metal covering the rear door with fire extinguishers in the front and rear compartments of the vehicle. And that's it. You've now seen how the team turned the coaster bus into a prison transportation vehicle and all the features added to this big conversion. We'd like to thank TGS Workshops for allowing us to come in and film them throughout the process. TGS is Toyota's official direct sales supplier for the UN, humanitarian aid and conservation organizations worldwide. To see the full range of vehicles and conversions we offer, head over to our website, toyota-gib.com. And as always, if you liked the video and would like to see more like this one, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay tuned for future uploads. See you next time.